Coach, I know you often say it doesn't come down to one play, one stretch. What did you see as the reason that they were, slowly able to make their way back tonight?
I think the same thing that's been kicking our butt for the last 5 or 6 games is offensive rebounds and transition points. So it's a combination of things. We have to finish at the rim better. So those missed layups are leading to leak outs, and they have 29 fast break points off of them. And then rebounding, they had 21 offensive rebounds for 18 second chance points. Those are the small details of the game that get you. That gets you beat in a 1-point game.
He was able to get some space on the last shot. Was that kind of what you were looking for, or what were you trying to get out of that?
Yeah, I think they, he has so much gravity when he catches the ball. They all loaded up to him. I think we were looking at a little variation with AB being underneath the rim. He might have broken open. I have to look back at it. But again, he got the space to get the shot he needed and wanted. But again, you got to give Toronto a ton of credit for coming out on a back-to-back, and Boyles comes in the game and changes the entire game for them. 7 offensive rebounds. I think those were big plays, huge plays for him.
Even with the loss, you look at AB with another explosive outing, especially in the third with 16 points. What did you see differently tonight as opposed to the other night against Denver?
I think it really just boils down for us in these moments. I'm going to go back to those 29 fast break points, and a lot of those did come off of missed layups. And, smart teams, the teams that play, number 2 in the league in transition, like they're getting out to run. And so if you miss at the rim and you don't sprint back, they're going to beat you there. And that's what they did. So 29 fast break points came off a lot of those early missed shots that they were able to push out on the break.
We talked about P getting back into rhythm, 20-some-odd point triple-double tonight. How much more of a flow are you continuing to see him get into, and how impactful is he in other areas of the game?
I thought he was good being aggressive, distributing the basketball, 10 assists tonight, being able to, play the way he did, 15 rebounds, 10 assists, 23 points. I think being able to do all the things to try to impact winning. I thought his aggression, his physicality, his voice, those things within the game were really good for us tonight.
Went out early, Des went out late. How are those two guys doing? And for a short-handed team, how big a blow is it to not have those guys?
Yeah, it's a gut punch in those moments. Des goes out with back spasms, and then J.I. has the sore knee early on. So our ability to just bounce back is going to be very crucial. Get the rest that we need, then go to Indiana and learn from this. What we need to do in these moments. And I think it starts with us being able to rebound the basketball and being able to finish around the rim.
Coach, question about this last possession. Is this something you drew up after the timeout?
Yeah, we called timeout. I thought we had a break, had an opportunity, while they were, discombobulated in transition, thought we could get an early one, didn't have anything, called the timeout, get the play that we wanted. Again, they did a great job on the ball, not being able to see the lob over the top to AB. P gets the basketball, creates separation, gets the shot. Again, it doesn't come down to that last shot. It comes down to the 21 offensive rebounds and those 18 second chance points that they had in those momentum swings of the game.
And it was, Coach, another great game for today for Anthony Black. What did you see from him tonight?
Just, like you asked before, I think it's just his level of aggression, getting downhill, making plays down the stretch, stepping into his shot. I think all those were big key pieces for him and for us to be able to stay with that level of aggression and continue to lead when he has the ball in his hands.
And it's some like seeing him stepping up like that. You think that it's something like that you take as a positive in absence of France,
Yeah, I think it's what we ask of all these guys, that when guys are down, the next man has to step up, and Anthony Black has done a tremendous job of that. We have multiple bodies down, and each guy's asked to do a little bit more, and we continue to do it by committee. And so that's what we've asked him to do, and that's what he's continuing to do, which you love to see from him.
Great. Thank you all.